I am Noriko Bolbo, and this is Uncut News. Despite having come back to the nation weeks ago, Charandi As Prasad is still terrified to go home to East Kanji. Apparently, he spoke to Newsroom yesterday in a surprisingly casual outfit to tell them that he still fears for his life. According to Prasad, he left not out of fear of what the common man would do to him, but what the police force may do to him on orders of the Ministry of Public Security, or more exactly, from Crooked Eyes Ramjatan. Despite the country kicking the coalition to the curb since, Prasad believes there are still persons who want to hurt him because of his stance. Maybe, again, old Crooked Eyes over there. Nevertheless, he still plans to take a break from politics for a while to return to Babis to continue his legal practice there. The government has yet to decide if it will actually buy all 4 helicopters that the United States approved for sale. According to the US Embassy, the coalition government expressed interest in the helicopters over a year ago. But then the election happened and, well, here we are today. Although the government has approved the sale, the good Bishop Edgell on Wednesday said there was no money in the 2020 national budget to buy the choppers. So even though the US government may have approved it, we have not. Any purchase would have to be considered in the 2021 budget. The nation has received its third royalty payment from Exxon. This week, US $4.3 million was deposited into the Natural Resources Fund. The Ministry of Natural Resources says this latest payment brings Guyana's total account to approximately US $148 million. Even better news is that the records confirm that APNU did not touch the money, because it has remained untouched because of the elections. So, drill baby drill. Now it's time to tell you about Best Buy's car of the day. Currently on sale is this 2011 Toyota Sienna with 7 seats, TV, navigation stereo, crystal lights, mug rims, fog lamps, rear fold-down screen, and much, much more. Buy cash for $2.5 million or pay down as low as $500,000 with $48,000 monthly, and it's yours. Call the WhatsApp 662-0844 for more info, or visit their showrooms at Lot 171 Peter Rowe Street, Queenstown, or Lot 2 Lamaha Street, and tell them Noriko sent you for this sweet, sweet deal. Former Chief of Staff and accused national cyclist killer Gary Best is currently awaiting the court's ruling on the no-case submission submitted by his attorney, Nigel 33 1/2 Hughes. Hughes is asking the court to throw out the case against Best. For what good reason? Well, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. Anyway, the Georgetown Magistrates Court will rule on the no-case submission on December 3rd, 2020. In the meantime, he is free on $500,000 bail. As a condition of bail, Best was ordered to report to the police force's traffic headquarters on specified dates until the completion of his trial. On Wednesday, some poor old Brazilian guy named Pew was crushed to death after a tractor overturned on him. According to police, Pew was riding a tractor up a hill in central Baramita village, Northwest District, when the driver of the tractor accidentally hit a pothole. The driver lost control of the vehicle, causing the tractor to roll down the hill, taking Pew with him. He was pronounced dead on arrival at the hospital. Also in Baramita, last night, 24-year-old miner Dion Henry of Log Hill Village learned the hard way that not all women take abuse lightly. Henry was drinking with a lady friend when they ended up arguing. During the argument, he slapped her several times. She immediately picked up a cutlass and started firing chops at him. Henry ran home and told his family. He was taken to the hospital where he was treated and then sent away. An investigation is ongoing. Now is a good time to remind you that robbery season is back. If I were you, I would consider getting security for the home business. Sheriff Security Service is a good choice. I find that they are the most professional with well-trained armed or unarmed guards. Get some security this Christmas, people. It looks like thieves consider nothing holy these days. This morning, Haslington SDA Church on the east coast of Demerara reported that a group of bandits ransacked the building early yesterday. Around 4 a.m., 2 bandits allegedly broadsided a security guard with a cutlass before running off with the church's PA system, 4 speakers, and 1 keyboard. Now, I'm no expert on these spiritual matters, but I'm pretty sure robbing a house of worship gives you a VIP ticket to hell. It's now time for today's Runner Report. Today, the nation recorded 69 new cases. The total number of deaths now stands at 130. There are now 11 persons in the ICU and 772 persons in home isolation. The total number of known cases in the country is now 4,393. So, please people, wash your hands frequently. Avoid touching your nose and mouth and mask up before you leave the house. When you do leave home, try to avoid enclosed spaces and large crowds, and remember to give 6 feet of space between you and others. Now, let's take a look at news in the region. St. Vincent and the Grenadines headed to the polls today to decide the new government. In total, 33 candidates are contesting the election to decide 15 seats in the National Assembly. Current Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves from the United Labour Party faces opposition New Democratic Party candidate Godwin Friday. According to the Electoral Office, 98,119 citizens are eligible to cast ballots, which represents an increase of over 8,500 voters compared to 2015. If Gonsalves wins again, this will be his 5th term. You can multiply your cash by selling Digicel Top-Up. This is a legit way you can earn some extra cash at your business or to supplement your existing hustle. Become a top-up vendor quick and easy through Cellular Plus. Call them on telephone number 685-3109 for more info. Venezuela's government is preparing to host elections next month, even though many nations of the world said that free and fair elections are not possible under the current system. In response, opposition leader Juan Guaido proposes that both he and President Nicolas Maduro should step aside to set up a transitional government of national unity, formed by 5 members whose mission is to call free, fair, and verifiable elections as soon as possible. Maduro has yet to respond to the offer. But Venezuela shouldn't feel too bad about its elections. At least they aren't like Trumpistan now. It's been 3 days and we still have no idea who's won. How much you want to bet Lowenfield is probably doing the count in Nevada right now. Ha ha! Make your presence heard. Wake them up with Fiam horns. Made in Italy and supplied to many car manufacturers worldwide. Fiam horns are built to last longer, sound louder, and give you that unique look and style. Fiam horns are available nationwide and are imported and distributed by Caribbean Motor Spares. Call them on telephone number 609-7621. Next time you need to impress, sound press. Now for our weird news story of the day. Next time someone says you chat like a parrot, don't get too offended. An Australian man is today thanking his pet parrot Eric for saving his life after a fire broke out at his home as he slept last night. Anton Wynne was reportedly able to escape because Eric started to squawk Anton's name. The house had fire and smoke detectors, however they did not go off at the time. Much of the house was engulfed in fire by the time the firefighters arrived on the scene. Moving on to our Uncut News Viewers Poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. So, you give your responses in the comments, and we'll read the best ones in the following episode. Yesterday's question was, how should the government address the flooding situation for good? Samuel Ramsey said, majority of Guyanese resides in the low coastal plain, which is prone to flooding. The government should develop some manufacturing companies in the other national regions before issuing house lots there. Hence, we will have a balance of employment opportunities and persons can move to the better part of the country. The issue of preventing flooding on the coastline is a slippery slope, because at the end of the day, we are way below sea level. Samuel, that's what you call transformational thinking. Lloyd Bartholomew said, to have a positive relief of rainwater in Georgetown, pumps should be placed at all outlets to the Demerara River and activated as soon as the water level reaches gutter drainage level. These pumps should be monitored by Public Works road employees and a warning automatic system installed. You see, now that's what you call modern thinking. And finally, Jay Jairam says, Guyana needs to do a complete overhaul of the drainage and sewer systems all over the country. The flooding is as a result of clogged drains and sewerage. Look at the drains in Criverton. You will see what I mean. And this is what is called common sense, which is, unfortunately, in short supply nowadays. Anyway, before we get to tonight's question, I have to tell you that the glorious days of shopping are back at Ravina's on Water Street and Anand's on Regent Street. Now in stock are over 20 beautiful designs of vinylay and over a dozen gorgeous designs in rubber tiles for your homes, office, or work. We have over 16 attractive colors of leatherette for covering furniture. For fast and comfortable shopping, visit us to get the best prices in town. That's Ravina's on Water Street and Anand's on Regent Street. So tonight I feel like stirring the pot a little bit. I want to know, how do you feel about Charandas Prasad? Is he a hero or a villain? And why do you feel so? Now, don't let my ass comment earlier about him influence your thoughts. I just like making a laugh off of people, haha! So, think about that question and tell us in the comments below. If your response is good, we just might feature it in Friday's episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight. Check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Noriko Bullford saying good night, folks. Hey, Uncut News viewers, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on this button over here, or click over there for more news. You can also drop a comment to let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. Goodbye for now.